We go out and on the night, reach up and touch the light. We're dancing, we don't sleep until we die. We don't have to worry, drink up now the night is early. Keep dancing, there's no time for running right. We go out and on the night, reach up and touch the light. We're dancing, we don't sleep until we die. We don't have to worry, drink up now the night is early. Keep dancing, there's no time for running right. We go out and on the night, reach up and touch the light. We're dancing, we don't sleep until we die. We don't have to worry, drink up now the night is early. Keep dancing, there's no time for running right.
Hey, one pizza but don't want to share? We've got Pizza Hut's My Box. It comes with one pizza and a side with multiple combinations. It's the right size lunch for you and only you. No sharing required. Get your My Box today, only at Pizza Hut.
Sudah kulihat tuh. There's a lot of things that we can learn from that speech.
Hey Charlotte, what's your take?
Well, we could look at appreciating the value of independence to mean spending money more wisely.
Or making your own choices.
Having to decide yourself is pretty intimidating.
But could be rewarding too.
Sorry, I have to ask. Are you guys looking for something in our store?
Yes, we heard about the Yo Prepaid.
Yes. With the prepaid plan, you can choose your own data, talk and text, or combo add-ons,
Where we can make our own choices.
which will lead you to spending money more wisely. On your add-ons.
Choose the prepaid plan you can build your own way with flexible add-ons for data, talk and text, and combo packs. Head to store.progresif.com to order your new SIM today.
Last year, we set the stage for the biggest esports tournament in Brunei. A platform where legends are made. A $25,000 prize pool and a spot to show who was the best PUBG team in Brunei. But this year, we're about to go bigger. Welcome to the AMPRO Clash Series Season 1, where you will be given the chance to start your legacy as the first ever ACS champion. You wanted more games? You've got more games. PUBG, VALORANT, and Mobile Legends Bang Bang. With 3 titles, we're looking for the next kings and queens of Brunei Esports. This is your chance to show the whole of Brunei, no, the whole of Borneo, who's the champion, and a stake at a $27,500 prize pool. So what are you waiting for? A registration fee? I'll see you on the battlefield.
Yes, I've been back at it. On this music like a bad habit. I abuse it like a crack at it. I swoop the beat and take a crack at it.
Hello everybody, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and welcome back to the final week, final day. Today finally having our usual duo back, Chimo here and
Yamiraj, we are back at it. It kind of saddens me that tonight's gonna be the last night we're gonna be casting for quite some time, but nonetheless, we'd like to thank everyone, especially our sponsors. Our main sponsor, Progresif, our official lifestyle brand, Boeffi, our official isotonic drink, UC1000, our official restaurant, Jollibee, our official merchant wallet, pocket.com.bn, our official vehicle sponsor, Hyundai, our official energy drink, Red Bull, official tech sponsor, Yappe IT Store, official pizza sponsor, Pizza Hut, and our official performance partner, Nissan.
we'd also like to thank our fan sponsors, MOC Logistics, Burgers and Grills Brunei, Pop in the Box, T4 Brunei, Monkey Bars, H22 Workshop, and GT Engineering, our production partner, Lailata Shazana Studio, our logistic partner, Mortar Events, our marketing partner, Hoko Agency, our digital partner, Alfred, and our social media partner, Rano Adidas. And with that being said, once again, thank you to all the sponsors for sponsoring this tournament, as well as you guys over in Twitch chat. Thank you so much for tuning in along with us, watching with us over at home on this playoffs. And finally, like I said, final week, final day.
Yeah.
So much pressure, so much tension coming in, and we saw so many fights. Unfortunately, I was not able to see the past 2 days because I was feeling a bit unwell. I had to rest at home. But Yamiraj, can you update me on what has happened so far?
So yesterday, toxicity. Man, oh man. We finally got the toxicity we saw in open qualifiers.
Ooh.
They weren't shaky. They were using their utilities perfectly, especially Wolsify. Surprisingly, for game number 1 on Bind, Wolsify playing on that Sova, timed his darts as well as Dayam Din. They were playing together so much. Dayam Din landed 17 assists on Brim, and he was playing Brimstone. He was playing controllers.
Unconventional.
He was usually the second or first duelist, either the Jet or the Reina, and he comes in and utterly destroyed Tutong Power. I would have to say they dominated the scene in Bind. It was very close towards the second one, but man.
I was really surprised. When I looked back on the IG post, I saw Toxicity 1 and I'm like, what?
Exactly, because you look at Tutong Power, you see talented players. But like I said, Tutong Power, despite having talented players, lack chemistry. Toxicity have the chemistry, but we're lacking the mechanics because of how they were shaky. But this week, they shook it off. None of the nerves came in, and man, they were as cold as ice. I would have to say, Toxicity really put on a huge fight.
What can I say? Sheesh. So cold. But yeah, I was really, really expecting that Tutong Power would have
Sorry, guys, I was really trying to hold that one in, but
look at his face. But yeah, I really expected that Tutong Power would be proceeding forward, but I was amazed. Toxicity moved forward, but I knew that they would put up a fight against Tutong Power because before this, we saw that they were a bit shaky, yes.
Yeah.
But then they slowly got stronger the moment they came into week 4.
Yeah, and then them picking Pearl.
They picked Pearl?
Second map, they picked Pearl. Bind was actually Tutong Power's map.
Wow.
They destroyed them on their own pick, and then they bring in Pearl, and they didn't play dual controller, but Dayam Din. I would say, in terms of highlight, Wolsify and Dayam Din really secured a lot of things for the team.
Really, really. I am honestly looking forward to see how they will play it off, considering the fact that they have made it to the finals. So now we are going to be seeing the final matchup.
ANYTHINF versus Tutong Power. ANYTHINF in the lower bracket semis yesterday, they were playing really well against a team like RV. I would say that ANYTHINF were so close to being brought into map number 3, but on the overtime, Kotaro.
Oh, Kotaro, the consistency.
Yeah. Hey, it's not Kotaro. Sorry, Papito.
All
Right.
right.
My bad.
Kotaro
I
is
keep mixing up these two players because there's so many chamber mains out there, and I'm so sorry to both of you. But
definitely, but
Papito won the overtime with an ace. With
got an ace.
Yeah.
Something to highlight. Make sure to clip it, everybody, because we are going to be going into map Vero. It is going to be Tutong Power first. What will they choose? Dun dun dun. Pearl.
Okay, we don't get to see any Pearl today. None of that curveball throwing in. I think they're already traumatized, possibly by Toxicity's prowess in Pearl yesterday. So ANYTHINF, what are you gonna take out? Do you leave Bind? Oh, they do. They're gonna leave Bind in.
Okay, looks like they're going to annihilate at least 2 maps that are quite big, you know, Pearl and Icebox, really big maps, open corners, sometimes a bit, you know, want to have a bit of tight fights here and there. But what will the first map be chosen? Drum roll, please.
We get Fracture.
Okay.
We've seen both teams play this map.
Yeah.
And I would have to say, I thought that yesterday ANYTHINF were going to lose on Fracture. Because they have a curse.
Mm-hmm.
They win first map. And then they lose the
second
next
map.
2.
Yeah.
Not just the second, but also the third.
Yes,
But yesterday, they won overtime only. And maybe only because Papito managed to clinch it out in the overtime. But
Anything
ANYTHINF is on defense first. Interesting.
Setting up the pace, I would say. But now, Haven being the second map, interesting. I mean, anything else? Really, really strong on Haven. One of their very most strongest map as well, considering the fact that they won over Sentry so many times, as well as so many other teams.
Yeah.
So now, Haven, I think they really want to secure the point for themselves. They know possibly they might not win in Fracture, so they're going to go like, okay, maybe we're going to go for second map. But what is the... Oh! Defense. Interesting. Sides have been switched.
Swatch. Yeah. We'll see. Swatched. My bad. Sorry, I was thinking something else. But what are you going to ban here, TP? Let's see what you take out next. It's going to be Breeze. So that only leaves us with Ascent and Bind. And I'm going to have to bet that they're going to take out Bind.
It's Bind. I'm thinking it's Bind.
No, ANYTHINF probably take out Bind. Yeah,
oh,
there you
never
go.
mind.
And we get Ascent for our decider map.
Okay, yeah, that reminds me because they lost pretty badly on Bind.
Yeah, against Sentry.
Yeah, they lost pretty badly on Bind. I don't think they want to take their chances on Bind itself. And now Ascent, a map that actually both teams are really strong at.
Yeah, so I think if this goes the whole way and we get into map number 3, we might just, who knows, we might get an overtime.
Yeah,
for the final one.
I'm pretty sure. I really hope that we are going to be seeing an overtime. You know, it's the final day. You want to end it off with a shebang. And I really, really hope these teams, you know, this is your final chance. Whoever gets knocked out here will have to be sent home. And, you know, it's pretty tense for everyone, I'm pretty sure. But what are your predictions, Yamiraj?
ANYTHINF against a team like Tutong Power again. If Yonggi and White are offline today, then sorry to say, I would have to say ANYTHINF are going to take it home because those 2 star players are what determine the flow of the game for the rest of their team. Every time Yonggi or White's taken out a bit too early, they look frazzled, they look lost. And I think that happens a lot with other teams. Like Toxicity, when Dayamdin is taken out, when he's on duelist at least, the team starts to fall apart. But yesterday, none of that. None of what we would see normally from that team. So ANYTHINF, another thing that was thrown into the mix yesterday from ANYTHINF is that we actually had Julio play.
Julio?
Their substitute player came in to replace Quack Quack, and he was playing Brim, both maps, and he played well.
Oh.
I would say, and not to call out on Quack Quack, but Julio's positioning, he wasn't taken out early in rounds, so you still had a lot of utilities for retakes, a lot of utilities post-plant. So it definitely benefited the team that they brought in a substitute player, and I could have only imagined the amount of pressure he had.
It's his first time
in a match where they are either going to be sent home
or they are moving forward. And surprisingly, they moved forward. Oh, this is looking really interesting. But now we are going to be taking a quick break just before we head into the match. So sit back and relax, everybody. Get your snacks, and we'll see you on the field. And we are in the Agent Select for a Fracture, which is brought to you by Boeffi. Earlier, you saw me and Yamira sitting on the G1 Plus as well as the G1 Pro. You know, if you don't want anything else, you want to get a table, you want to get some monitor arms, you know, other accessories and everything, you can go over onto their Instagram at Boeffi International. Boeffi, better home.
Better living. And just as you wrap that up, everyone's already selected their agents here, and Quack Quack is back.
Oh, Quack
It's not
Quack
gonna be
is back.
Julio.
Interesting. I think they want to bring him back for the final show, you know, get the original lineup coming in. But, you know, I really hope Quack Quack doesn't get eliminated frequently, earliest this time.
To note, though, this is quite peculiar that I'm seeing two initiators on the side of ANYTHINF. We actually have both Fade and Breach, and we have a double duelist lineup coming in from Tutong Power, which happens to be a Raze and a Neon.
Ooh, I think last time we actually saw Team Tutong Power go for the same lineup.
It
as
is
well.
the same one, yeah.
But ANYTHINF this time not going in for the Jet.
Nope. S-Chalk is gonna be on Neon.
Yeah, we saw how prominent he was on the Neon, but Genghis Kong this time, he was actually I've never seen him play anything
He was
else.
playing the same thing yesterday. This was their lineup yesterday.
Ah, so if Tutong Power did their homework,
then they might be able to clinch it out. Especially S-Chalk yesterday. S-Chalk, every time he used the overdrive, was pushing out a bit too much. And here we kick it off with Papito missing the shots again. And he rendezvous just out in time.
he
Gonna
runs
be
into
pinched to 66.
a bit of a whiff coming in, but White manages to get one. Adam gets the refrag. The aftershock comes out, tries to get a bit of damage. Adam gets another one. Genghis Kong. What a fast retake.
Spike down A.
Unchallenged, unfazed, they enter site with no one throwing in the utility. Lunario is all the way back up into the generator entrance here into CT. Is spotted out by one of these players from ANYTHINF, and it seems like there's nothing much you can do. It's 4 against 1. You've only got a ghost in hand.
But Lunario taking quite a big vacation over in arcade. The Haunt coming at.
Atom's holding down his fault line.
Exactly. They're just holding positions. They're just waiting for him to take. And just like that.
Genghis Kong with a dink and finishes him off with the body shot there. You've got the pistol round handed over to ANYTHINF.
What a fast retake. Not even allowing Team Tutong Power to even get a chance to end
They
there.
haven't even tapped.
Exactly.
We didn't even hear a single tap on the spike.
We didn't hear the beep, 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 beep. It was
Yeah,
just
none of that.
simply frenzies going in. Fault
Yeah.
lines as well.
S-Shock actually is gonna go for a Vandal here in round number 2 instead of the what could have been a Bulldog or a Spectre.
Confidence, I like it. You know, you want to show your aggression, your domination. And now the second round will begin as Team Tutong Power will be going in for a B hit. Fault line already being activated. Paint shells coming in. Left, right, and center. Looks like they have entered into the side. The Prowler manages to detect White, however, and Lunario getting a bit of damage coming in, but Skeleton gets Genghis Kong down.
A bit of a whiff coming in from Quack Quack here up in the towers, but knocks Yongi out on that overdrive there. Adam taking down one on the side of Arcade, and White tries to get the trade, and such quick successions here. Shock finds 2 with Quack Quack wrapping it up. That's 2 rounds over to ANYTHINF, but they lost 2 players.
And now, time for Team ANYTHINF's bonus round. S-Chalk, as she always points it out to us.
S-Shock, yes.
S-Chalk.
It takes a while.
It takes a while.
Even I said his
Shock.
even I said the name wrongly
Don't
yesterday.
forget, guys, his name is Strawberry Chocolate. But now, going in for the bonus round with Papito on the Sheriff and Genghis Kong on the Frenzy, going against a full buy round for Team Tutong Power. How will this go? Look at that sandwich coming in. 2 members of Team ANYTHINF trying to scan out over on Arcade, and Team
They
Tutong
left
Power.
Lunario on to lurk into B main here. He's not getting any value. They're still walking, still staying in sight. They know how they like to play here. Aftershock's gonna delay the push a little bit. Rendezvous out just to give up the space here.
And now, Team Tutong Power have
Wait a
entered
minute.
into the side.
Is okay? No,
Lunario's
I
going
thought
under.
Lunario was already in CT. Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to the underpass and just misses Genghis Kong. But now the spike has been planted. Team ANYTHINF have to play for retake. Atom and Shock each get one.
And this post plant situation is starting to fall apart. with 2 players knocked out from TP. ANYTHINF are already storming into the site here. What are you gonna do to delay the defuse? You've got an aftershock. Do you have an incendiary? You don't. Lunario takes down 1 through that smoke, gets a second, actually getting a third from this flank here. It is a 2-on-2 equalized right now, but they've already won the round. They stuck the defuse and no one was crossing them out from A main.
So much damage as well, knocking 3 members of Team Tutong Power along the way. Not only that, but the spike wasn't even planted for Lunario. He came in for the flank, but at what cost? His own life.
Too late.
Exactly.
Yeah, but he did damage though.
He did damage, but you have to remember that was still their bonus round. Some of them's bonus round at least. And now Quack Quack staying steadily on that Spectre, and Team Tutong Power having to go for a bit of a mix by 1 person on the Vandal. Team Tutong Power going for a full A-hit. Fault lines being traded here left, right, and center. Relay bolts coming in. They're showing such an aggression already from this A-hit. Stim Beacon also.
Yonggi. Oh, Yonggi forced the Vandal in this
Yes,
round.
Yonggi forced the Vandal. That's why I said there was a bit of a mix by, because it's really interesting. Why would you force a Vandal when everyone else is ecoing? But I guess he's confident.
I guess, yeah, but that's gonna cost you a lot if you don't find any value off of this. And Lunario picks up the orb. He's not gonna use that tour to force up in A main. Adam shuts down White. Papiro covering his teammate, taking out Yonggi. So both duelists knocked out. It's gonna be very difficult for TP to enter here.
This is looking pretty bleak for Team Tutong Power. Fault line coming in. Lunario still having the tour de force in hand. The moment they make contact right here, S-Chalk as well as Lunario, someone's gonna knock out. But S-Chalk knows better than to ego peek.
Yeah, I'd say S-Shock learned his lesson from yesterday. Every time he tried to ego something, it cost him. And Papito, I think Papito's confidence is carrying over. With a shot missed by Lunario, he tries to re-peek it.
30
Tags
seconds
down
left.
Lunario to 45, which is very, very important here. A nice flash with Adam peeking it out at the right time with S-Shock on the pinch from A main. 4 points ahead. ANYTHINF are looking really good today.
Anything F, you're looking a lot more solid than when I saw you last time. This is looking like a different phase. Every single time I look at these playoffs, man, every single team that comes in, they always show a new side. They always look a lot more solid than they were compared to the previous time. And I like this. This is really nice, considering the fact that I know that this is their last chance. So they must have done so much. And the pressure must be so immense as well.
Tutong Power, what are they gonna do here in order to respond such a clean defense coming in? It seems that this time around they're going for a B split, slowing things down a little bit. Yonggi and White not over-aggressing. Gonna be clearing out the back of the box here with the paint shell and that boom bot. White's gonna satchel his way in, already taking up tower here with no one that's playing. I think ANYTHINF want to go for the retake as a full 5 instead of losing players 1 by 1.
But look at where Lunario's position. The Rolling Thunder coming in. I think maybe that's why they wanted to play for retake as well. But Yonggi doesn't get caught by the Rolling Thunder whatsoever. Plays at this moment. White gets 1. Genghis Khan and Quack Quack each get another one. Adam gets 1 as well. And it's only Lunario
and it's
left.
over. Lunario on the flank. Not finding value yet again. Wasting the time of everyone.
I think this is such a big mistake coming in from Tutong Power. Leaving Lunario alone, just solely lurking, not getting any value, because anything else, the way they're doing is when they know that there's at least 3 members coming in, they know that, okay, if you see 4, one's lurking, but
One's
he's pretty
for
far.
sure. And if it's a chamber,
Then he's probably
the
gonna...
odds of him lurking are a lot higher. And they know Lunario has done this.
Exactly.
He literally did it earlier and didn't work in their favor. He's still doing it now, but again, he's not getting any information passed on because whenever they rotate, they walk into audible range, they walk out of that, and then they start sprinting. And no one's even trying to flank. He already had the trademark to watch it. If he had committed with his teammates, it could have gone any way. And Papito doing his thing yet again on that operator here in A main. Takes down Yonggi with a nice rendezvous out.
What a
Not
shot.
even punished at all. No challenge whatsoever for him. Literal left click and down.
Lunario still steadily holding on to that flank over in B arcade. But will he find value? Papito and Genghis Khan each get 1. Only 2 left. Bowie as well as Skeleton. Skeleton gets 1. Will he be able to get another one, however?
Against all odds, it is a 2v4 and it is Papito on an operator here by the front of A main. Seems that they're gonna hold the fault line that does not connect, and Papito
Spike down
again
A.
Another kill thrown into his face. He doesn't miss. He's trying to go for the wall bang. Adam is tagging a little bit. The flashpoint is gonna push them away. And the last shot from Papito's headhunter finding the body of Skeleton.
Getting a 4K and what in the world?
Yeah, this is
Power?
Papito. This is the Papito I was looking at yesterday.
And Yongi is the one who's initiating the timeout. Okay, I think this is a necessary timeout considering the fact that this is such a bulldoze. 6-0.
Yeah.
Not finding any value whatsoever. Whenever they try to hit together, no value. Whenever they try to play split, even more no value. And it's always
Split with
Lunario.
one lurk? Absolutely nothing. Because they're executing it a bit too fast. When you have a lurker, you need to slow it down.
Yeah.
You need to let your lurker breathe and come in, find some information if he can't get a pick, and at least try to go for a pinch while you're trying to execute. Don't execute, plant, and then leave the spike, and your lurker is left awkwardly.
I really think that Tutong Power really needs to understand this because
But this is what I was talking about. The disconnect between the teammates in their executions, the lack of chemistry and timing really shows here today. And what ANYTHINF have really revised from yesterday is that they're really pumping the brakes on over-aggression.
I can see that because they're not over peaking, they're not over aggressing. Instead, they're just holding angles. Because usually, you know, whenever you play a split hold for defense, you always want to try and see if you can get that aggressive B main pick or something to try and at least knock the numbers down. But this time, they choose to rather hold the tight angles, just gather information, and I really like it. Because I would say this is a good answer to Tutong Power's over aggression.
They are. Tutong Power are known to be very sharp, and as I say, Lunario completely annihilating Papito there with an operator on the front of B main.
Relay Bolt coming in, manages to stun S-Chalk out.
Oh, Relay Bolt on the side, but they don't clear it. And look at where S-Chalk's posted up. Those pain shells aren't even gonna tag him because they're literally just outside of range. But the smoke, if S-Chalk had picked that any earlier, just a moment away from finding one, White is gonna be holding this smoke. S-Chalk, is he gonna stick out the barrel? He drops out when White looks away, and the timing was absolutely impeccable here. He takes down two because of that. The Nightfall is gonna put them down to lower HP, gonna deafen them a little bit. Bowie puts the spike down, a Rolling Thunder to delay things, and S-Chalk with that overdrive finds three. Shut down by Bowie.
And now only a 2v2 left. Lunario on drop and Bowie on site. Orbital strike in the hand of Bowie. Fault line coming in, manages to stun him. Will Bowie actually activated? Tether comes out. Manages to activate a bit of a jump coming in from Genghis Kong. Unfortunately, now 1v1. 38 HP on Adam.
Knows where he is.
And Lunario finally
Picking up the pace for his teammates. He takes down 4, just as Papito did in the earlier round. And finally, TP get one into this game.
I think they had a good talk with each other during the time. I was like, okay.
But at what cost? We gotta talk about what they needed to do in order to get a round away from ANYTHINF. They had to initiate Rolling Thunder, Orbital Strike. A lot was wasted there with only trading S-Shock's Overdrive.
Exactly. And now, round number 8. How will this go? Team Tutong Power coming in for a bit of a split push coming in here. Quack going for a jump peek. White manages to spot him. Tries to flush him out of tower. But taking up position. Lunario moving slowly over on drop.
White pushes him away. But he's already back here. And I think Quack knows. The crosshair placement was just better from White there. Quack a bit too wary of where he was trying to see White pushing in. Probably expecting a wide peek, and Yongi on this overdrive is shut down by Adam. So overdrive denied any piece of information or kills. With Bowie traded out by Shock here. Relay Bolt gonna push them back as he tries to slide in. Skeleton is taking him out. It's a 2-on-2 now. Caps a spike just once. The stopping power activated. The fault line gonna shut him down to 2 HP. Throws the paint shell, is gonna stall a little bit. But Lunario again covering his teammate, coming out of that power repositioning from the arcade side.
But still, we have to really talk about how the way Team Anything F are playing the retake are really nice, but they just keep. I think the fatal mistake there was S Chalk running into tower with God's speed, thinking that oh maybe there's only one person, but unfortunately there was two people right at him.
Yeah. Quack Quack was taken out a bit too early there again.
Yep, and now tour de force in the hand of Lunario. What can they do? Team Tutong Power again going in for the split push. I think they know this is always working. Papito holding over the angle with the rendezvous in hand, but Lunario going for a bit of a crouch action right here.
Ooh, on the edge of that wall is Papito with an operator. Lunario, is this really what you want to be doing here?
Last time he won, but this time...
The last time that was on B main. This is a different area. Here with Papito patiently waiting, sitting in his nest, taking out Lunario.
That game sense in him tingling, forcing him to know that there's definitely going to be one peeking right there. But now numbers are in the advantage of team Anything and Orbital Strike barely
misses with Yongi taking out Quack Quack. White finding Shock. They turn the tide, and it's just down to Genghis Kong, who gets concussed with Yongi sliding his way into his DMs, saying, I got you, buddy.
Exactly. And now Tutong Power. Okay, we see you.
We see you. And now we get a timeout from ANYTHINF.
I think Team ANYTHINF, they're playing it a bit too slow this time. They're also a bit more wary than what they should be doing.
ANYTHINF?
Yeah.
I think they're doing what they were doing that... I mean, they're doing what works for them. They want to retake as 5. But you can't retake as 5 if they're pushing into CT. And I think TP finally understand that we're at a numbers disadvantage. We have to make something happen. We got to equalize it. They manage to equalize 4-on-4 and they get more. Literally putting it down to only one man, Genghis Kong, who gets absolutely smashed by Yongi there sliding in CT.
Literally sliding into his DMs. But this time, Tutong Power picking up the pace, and anything else they know they can't allow Tutong Power to gain any more momentum, because this is gonna spell tragedy for them if they manage to make it to an equalizer, you know?
Yeah.
And this is, if I'm not wrong, this is this is Tutong Power's map.
Yeah, this is Tutong.
Yeah, because after this is Haven.
From yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so after this is Haven, so this is Tutong Power's map. So I think Tutong Power, what are you gonna show us this time? Will you be able to win over anything who has a 3-pointer lead on you? Haunt coming out, manages to back away actually, and now a 4-man conga line coming in. White manages to spot him coming out, goes for a wide swing already. Relay bolt coming in, but rendezvous out safely.
So close to being able to pick that out. And White punish. Quack Quack holds it down, taking again both duelists out of this fight. Lunario on the edge of the screen takes out Genghis Kong and sees S-Chalk by the generator here. Who has the timing? Who's got the timing? Lunario is in a good spot here to deny any more retake. If S-Chalk decides to become overzealous, but the smoke is gonna cut off that vision, and now they have the side. Lunario.
You better not over-aggress.
Yeah, I was like, no way he goes for that play, right?
I don't think so. I think... What in the world? Lunario with that push going into the smoke? Quack Quack and Adam each get one, and now it is only Bowie left on our incendiary grenade comes in, but Papito...
Atom literally giving Lunario a kiss as he passes him through the smoke to spoil the party.
Mwah, chef's kiss. Actually, not only him, but Shock as well.
S-Chalk.
S-Chalk.
Yeah, S-Chalk was destroyed the moment he stepped into that smoke.
The barrels meet for the first time. It became a love story.
Tip to tip. You know, little barrel-to-barrel action there.
Exactly.
Little sword fight.
Sovereign Vandal versus Glitch Pop Vandal.
Yeah, Lunario here is sitting on his tour de force in case anything goes wrong. I don't think he'll be using that this round, however. You usually want to save it for the ecos. But again, Yongi and White are really trying to push away Papito. And I don't see I really don't see what they're trying to achieve here. You have Skeleton who has a flash, a fault line, anything you could ever ask for, and they hurt me as White lands a nasty shot onto Papito there.
I don't think that was necessary, however. They still had a breach. They could have made full use of him.
And almost had the timing on White. White's just pushing his way down. Flashes out Genghis Kong, is forced to push back, but this Prowler is gonna spot him. Forced to push back into the line of Quack Quack.
Smokes in the hand of Quack are already being utilized, and now
two ultimates in the hands of TP. You've got the Orbital and Tour de Force. I think that Orbital is gonna be a big play here. You've got Skeleton lurking in the smoke. You wouldn't expect this, but S-Shock was just ready. Denies the Orbital strike, and Lunario tries to drop in time, but Genghis Kong was aware. He reacted just in time, and what could have been a two-piece for Lunario is denied by Genghis, saving it up, making this an 8-3 for ANYTHINF. And let's talk about that round very quick. Papito, I don't understand why you have a breach and you're not using his utilities to get Papito out of that spot.
not only that, but they're just... Yeah, that's the thing. And also, they keep swinging one by one.
Yeah, like, okay, maybe you ask someone to jump peek and then peek out. Papito is used to that though. Yesterday they tried doing that to him and he landed a collateral. Not once, but twice.
Oh, that must be severely damaging.
Yeah, and this game, he's doing the same thing.
You want to play? Let's
So
play.
I think it shows that the power weren't really looking at the VODs.
They were doing their homework, and now Papito once again.
Again, look, what is this? Dude, come on, it's Papito, Lunario. Get it through your head. He's been annihilating your teammates. It's not going to make it any different if you do it this time.
And he's been in the same position so many times as well. But now Team TP going in for a big hit. Flashpoints coming in. White and Yonki each get one. Orbital strike coming in as well.
Papito on the Headhunter, finding White, and is going to swap out that operator into a rifle to be able to help with this execution. We got Bowie with the Orbital pushing the team out, taking out Quack Quack. They've got a one-man lead right now, but the overdrive from S-Shock. Will it concuss the players over in tower?
He
Gives
sees
a little
Skeleton.
tag.
And now, only Papito left. Rolling Thunder in the hand of Bao. No, that's Skeleton. No.
Everything thrown into the way of Papito, and time is looking to his biggest opponent. He lands the first. A reposition here on Yongi. Does he hear it? But no, Yongi with a better aim takes out Papito. An 8-4 start, still looking strong for ANYTHINF. TP tried bringing in a new pace of gameplay, which worked out. But again, every time TP win, how many ultis do they have to commit? Think about it.
And also, how many members do they have to sacrifice?
Exactly. They win the rounds. 2 ultimates gone, 1 person standing. This round, even if they lost all their players, they won because of time. Not because they outgunned them, not because they played the post-9 situation in their favor, but it seems that TP's win condition is let's have ultimates. That seems to be their win condition.
Exactly. And with that being said, we are going to be heading into round number 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Round number 13 is in the first round of the second half here, with Skeleton and White positioned up doing what they normally do here. They love playing those initiator race setup in A main.
And
again,
ANYTHINF understands it. They've been doing the homework.
But ANYTHINF, will they make that grave mistake of not going for a split when this doesn't work? Because TUTONG Power won many rounds on defense doing this setup. And look at that, they already dinked out 2 players. Flashpoint coming in, the Haunt as well, and the Aftershock gonna delay it even more. And S-Shock, that over-aggression finally coming out. Playing against him, Genghis Kong finding 1. Adam taking out Skeleton, a nice 2-for-1 trade. They're putting ANYTHINF up by 1. Yongi is the only person holding this push. Taking out Adam, gets a 3rd out of this equation. But now it's 2-on-2 again.
And now
it's low.
Spike has been planted. What can they do? Bowie still has the smokes, and Lunario, what can they do?
But even if he smokes it off, they're not there. The Incendiary gonna push out.
Doesn't even land!
Lands but so front, and a nice right click from Bowie. Genghis Kong with a nice shot onto Bowie, secures the round for his team.
Oh, in the war? Well,
I think Bowie. I don't know what happened.
Bowie was
He
just standing.
running and then standing against
He
the wall.
just stood.
Was he trying to pop and peek or did he disconnect?
I-
I don't see his okay, his
Okay.
ping's moving. He's fine.
Yeah, his thing's moving. He's fine. But that was really interesting to see. I thought that he'd at least try to land at least like a right click or maybe even a few left clicks even, because the classic can do so much damage. And considering the fact that Genghis Khan was already really low, he could have done so much damage. And now if anything, I'm going in for the force buy right here. And look at that already. Shotgun in the hand of Yonggi.
Look at how they're clearing everything so nicely. Look at how S-Shock is just adapting to this with Papito shutting down Lunario in that really ratty position. Man, ANYTHINF are
This is
reformed.
This really shows the difference. This really does. Because, yes, like I
One
agree.
enemy remaining.
This is like the character development arc in an anime.
Anime training arc.
Yeah, like actually their training arc ended, and this is where it matters the most.
I really have to applaud Team ANYTHINF. 10-4 against TUTONG Power.
Exactly.
On a map that TUTONG Power chose as well.
I think TUTONG Power have a curse. They pick Bind, destroyed. They pick Fracture, on the way to being destroyed. I mean, they are kind of being steamrolled.
Ruthlessly.
Yeah, as you mentioned, but it's Valorant. You know, they are on a buy round now, and this is the challenge. This is their biggest challenge. Will the pressure cave in for them? Yonggi almost taken down there.
Adam, here's the rotate coming in. Get one. Get two.
A valuable trade there from Adam actually, because now they're up ahead. It's Yonggi who's low. Incendiary not gonna find them. He's gonna try to smoke it out. Trademark slowing them down. Papito, where did you come from?
Came from Papito! The 9-ball comes in. Bowie gets detected, and now there's only him left. What a wonderful
Oh, but they're
bonus.
split up. They're split up.
Tether comes in as well. But
oh, he can't push because of this Tether. And a nice crossfire. And what I thought was gonna be very risky because they split up a bit too much. Right, nice repositioning from Quack Quack in case anything goes wrong. But that round, what was TUTONG Power trying to do?
they tried to go in for an over. Okay, let's really talk about that round. I really think that
Three
round.
people pushed on Arcade with Yonggi leading it. Almost taken out by S-Shock, right?
Yeah.
They fought, and then Atom just tucking in safely in that corner outside of Dish. And he spray transfers with a Spectre.
Not only that, but Papito coming in with only a ghost.
From the underpass, taking out two.
So much damage, not only to their mental, but their economy as well. TUTONG Power.
S-Shock's already down to 44 here. White.
Adam managed to get White down.
And what I thought Pumbaa was gonna do was annihilate the
S-Shock.
S-Shock, but no. Oh, they know about this.
Yonggi gets one. Papito gets another one. Quack Quack as well, getting Lunario, and just like that.
It looks like we're gonna be going on to
Stim beacon down.
12 points. I think this is 12 points in the bag. And I don't see the 7-round or even 8-round magical comeback coming from TUTONG Power.
And we really thought that it was gonna be close. So many of these fights, anything else is already in so much advantage. Like TUTONG Power, like you said, the only way they can clutch this is it's a 1v5 or 1v something with ultimates.
With ultimates in hand. The win condition is numbers advantage ultimates, which is kinda it's not something you'd like to see. Nice shot from Skeleton. He is low. We've got they're both one-shot headshots because he's on a Phantom, but they're already dinked down a little bit, especially Adam. I think Skeleton is...
Yeah, I think he's gonna save.
Come on, dude. Like, it's gonna be match point.
You can either fight or I think
Fight or flight.
Yeah.
The flight.
True. And now
Home.
time to go back home. But now, with that being said, match point already, and it hasn't even been long since the match started.
No, this has been a quick, what seems to be like a 30-ish minute game. Okay, to be fair though, yesterday, ANYTHINF picked Fracture,
Uh-huh.
right?
Uh-huh.
And they look like they were gonna lose. And I think Tutong Power were thinking maybe we could do it better. Maybe we could actually send them home on their turf, but none of that is happening today. Like, no chances given, no opportunities. A well-reformed ANYTHINF. Even though yesterday they looked sloppy, now it's like completely different.
Now looking a lot more solid, but with that being said, Yongi gets Adam from underpass. 3 members in the underpass, actually. And Papito going in for an aggression, gets 1, gets 2, and now making the soul rotate over onto A.
With already S-Shock into CT on 30 HP.
This dismantling
You
team
want to
Tutong
play?
Power
Let's
immediately.
play.
Tour de force in the hand of Papito, and we know how sharp he is with that.
There's no trademark.
Spike planted.
Oh yeah, there's no trademark to spot Lunario here. And I don't think anyone is looking behind. Okay, no, there is. Let me correct that. It is Quack Quack looking behind. About to meet Lunario. And there you go. Again, they're just so aware of what's trying to be done by Tutong Power. It's Yongi on this high gear on the overdrive, but Bowie takes down S-Chop. Papito seeing the beam coming out of A main there, just waiting. Gonna be decayed and stuck in a corner, pushed out. Genghis Kong secures his kill on that seize, literally seizing the chance.
And just like that, just as quick as the match started, just as the match has ended, and that was immediately the first map given over to ANYTHINF. I really have to say, Papito, consistency. His consistency has been so strong so far. I really, really think that Papito is one of the star players for this map. But 347 ACS, 22, 12, and 2. And what do you think that Tutong Power could have done better?
That is a hard question to
I think we
answer.
can have a long chat later.
Let's talk about it.
Uh-huh.
Map awareness, crosshair placement.
Okay, crosshair placement, maybe some of them.
Some.
Yeah, not all.
Timing and execution, communication.
Clearing.
Yeah, clearing the corners they did.
But
I will give them that. But again, you send a lurker out and you're executing a site so quickly that it doesn't give the lurker any time to adapt.
And
no
get
information. Yeah. Nothing coming out of that. So you're literally sending out a man to his own graveyard.
it's like sending a single man into a war.
Yeah, and the war's happening all the way over on the other side of the map. So what was that plan? Like the general's like, okay, we're gonna charge in here. You're on night watch.
Literally.
Yeah, literally. Lunario was the night watch guy, but ANYTHINF, what a great display of what it means to be able to adapt and learn from your mistakes. 'Cause
Definitely.
yesterday, this wasn't the same team that I was looking at. We got a taste of that from Toxicity, and now we're getting a taste of it from ANYTHINF. And I mean, it's these kids. It's these kids, man. Like, kids these days, I don't know. They're cracked at games.
I mean, to be fair, ANYTHINF coming in from week 1, dropping all the way to week 4, and I think they've trained up.
developed.
They've definitely
For
developed.
sure.
We've seen how much progress they have made, especially considering the amount of turmoil they went through from week 1 all the way to now. And now, looking as solid as ever as a fortress, and the way they enter into site, it's a controlled aggression as well.
Yeah, like utility, like Aftershock clears out the front of B main, then you have the relay bolts shooting into the boxes just to clear that out, and then if they want to push into tower, you have Atom throwing in his flashpoint. It's just completely flawless. They don't want to leave any breathing room for Tutong Power, and they managed to choke them out. 13
Exactly.
to what?
4.
4?
Literally, this is the
And the
most
4 rounds won. Again, win condition. Numbers advantage, ultimates, post plan.
and literally 1v1 fights.
Yeah.
That's it. And with that being said, it is going to be Haven.
For the next one, and this time Tutong Power are going to be starting on the defense.
ANYTHINF's map choice, we know how strong they are, but how will Tutong Power fare this time? Hopefully, Tutong Power, you get a grip of yourself, and we'll see you guys in a bit. So, hang in tight.
We go out and on the night, reach up and touch the light. We're dancing, we don't sleep until we die. We don't have to worry, drink up now the night is early. Keep dancing, there's no time for running right.
All right, and welcome back, everyone. They're tuning in tonight. We just wrapped up map number 1 for ANYTHINF against Tutong Power. What an insane game! I think ANYTHINF are so happy that Tutong Power picked Fracture, and Fracture is a map where they were doing really well. Even though yesterday they almost lost it against RV Vengeance, winning that overtime with Papito's ace. Let's not forget about that. The main highlight of how they finished it off. I think, yeah, ANYTHINF are super duper jumpy.
Definitely. Considering the fact that I feel like the amount of fracture maps that they have played this entire playoffs is uncountable.
Yeah.
So they've definitely been able to hone their senses and their playstyles. As well as I'm pretty sure they've done their homework. Last time we saw them on the post-match interview as well. They know that they have to do their homework. They also have a coach that they can always refer to. So I'm pretty sure that was also one of the reasons which led to the stability of Team ANYTHINF, looking a lot more reformed.
Yeah. And I was surprised that Tutong Power picked Fracture. I thought maybe they watched the VOD yesterday and they were like, okay, we're prepared for Papito's operator in the A main. We're prepared for Quack Quack's cross. But,
And to be fair, it is to be fair, what was it again? Team Tutong Power, they were actually quite dominant in Fracture. But now, it is going to be Haven, Team ANYTHINF's map choice. Will Tutong Power be sent home or will we all be sent into map 3? Let's find out. So sit back, hang tight, see you on the field for map number 2.
alright, back into the agent select now. Everything locked in for ANYTHINF besides Genghis Kong, which I wouldn't be surprised if he's going to be playing on that jet. Let's talk about what they did last time they played Haven. Remember when Genghis Kong was hiding on the edge of that Astra
Yes,
smoke?
I was gonna point that out, and it was against Sigun as well.
Yeah.
And Sigun, a really dominant team on the field, but anything of being able to put up such a fight against a team who's made it known that Haven is their hometown.
Exactly.
And Genghis Kong as well. I mean, from the first moment we saw them in Haven, with him being able to hold Garage like it's literally his backpack. And
Yeah.
his crosshair placement as well, I really think it's chef's kiss.
Yeah, that day Genghis Kong's crosshair placement was definitely on point. So Tutong Power, what's your game plan? Yonggi is hovering over Jet with Bowie.
Choose your agent.
On Sova, Lunario is gonna go back onto the controller. I think that's more fitting for him.
Yeah.
Him on the lurk on Chamber was a bit awkward over in Fracture, especially considering the fact that the rest of the fight was going on the other side, complete opposite end of the map here. So White is gonna go back on Chamber. We'll see if Tutong Power have something up their sleeve this time around, or will the dominance coming in from ANYTHINF still keep up and shut them down?
I really think we have to see until round number 3, because from there we can definitely see how.
Yeah, I think a
momentum's gonna go.
good round to get an estimation of where it's gonna go. Because round number 3, you're expecting the bonus, right?
Yeah.
And if you win the bonus, that says a lot.
Yeah.
Because you're at a disadvantage against Vandals and Phantoms. So if you win with a handful of Spectres, maybe a Sheriff, then who's to say what happens when you finally have better weapons?
Exactly. And earlier we saw how dominant ANYTHINF were, winning in 6 consecutive rounds with
Before the timeout.
and before Tutong Power actually scored 1.
Yeah. And again, win conditions were ultimates number advantage,
Well,
which is
it's-
very hard.
It's not
They're not available every round.
exactly. It's not something that you should 100% rely on every single time.
Unless you've got a Phoenix.
Exactly.
That's like 6 points, but still.
Round starting and we have a default push coming in. But
Lunario's tagged. He actually gets tagged on the edge of that box here by Papito. So at least dealing enough damage for someone on the ghost here. Genghis Kong, I think, wants to play garage because that's what he does best, but is denied completely by White with S-Shock finding a pick over on the other side here. It's gonna be on the A entrance with the whip coming in. Woo! Shock!
as you said about how disgusting the frenzy is even from a long range.
I mean, think about it. In that situation, right? Yonggi was spamming, and literally all S-Shock had to do was turn around and
And even landed a headshot. But now, Team ANYTHINF waiting for the post plan. Papito gets one, and now you gets the refrag. Haunt manages to detect one, however.
A frenzy in front, but S-Shock's frenzy is a lot more reliable with Adam cutting the head off White.
That swing coming in with I think that must have been Adam. Oh no,
Reading the
Adam was
situation.
holding over. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, again, pistols handed over to ANYTHINF here, and it wasn't even a close round. It was 3-2, and that was as close as it got for Tutong Power. If they took one out, then equalizes 2-2, but S-Shock on the frenzy makes me want to go take a shower.
He feels disgusting as it is. But now, Team Tutong Power on the eco going against a full force buy from Team ANYTHINF. Lunario goes in for a jump peek, manages to smoke them out, preventing any further movement. But with that being said, Paranoia coming in and Shrouded Step as well. Manages to spot him before he managed to knock the team members down. But with that being said, just like that,
Site's already completely taken. The spike meets the floor here. It is a post plant with 5 Spectres in their hands with 2 players here. White and Yonggi on the flank. They only spot Yonggi trying to go for a jump peek. White with a nice cross. But Genghis Kong is dealing damage with that Spectre. Trying to stop them pushing up. The Cloudburst comes in. S-Shock playing in that smoke. Finds Skeleton. Only 2 left. Shorty not dealing enough at that range. It's a bit too short, as the name states. With Atom picking up his second, that is also the second round for ANYTHINF.
looking really dominant once again. ANYTHINF, will you be able to keep this pace, or will Tutong Power shut you down? It is.
I'm looking at Papito. Do you see what that means? Him buying a Sheriff?
He's saving up for an op.
Yeah.
He's saving up for an op.
The next round we're coming in. Papito is already gonna fully invest in Operator. Lunario, Skeleton, and Bowie are all on half armor, and that is a very dangerous situation to be in.
You should. I don't think they should even be able to. They should give Papito even a chance to knock your HP down.
Jump peeking again. Tags Lunario.
What a shot coming in. Actually being able
White.
to tag.
Punishing Genghis Kong, their rendezvous out, but is already chunked down to 20 here. Lunario is down to 70. So
Two members.
It's
get-
still close. Two members are low. It's still very close.
Bring them
And with that
down.
being said, Team ANYTHINF going in for an A hit.
But three members of TP are waiting on the end of this A push.
In a bit of a spam, but S-Chalk manages to get out safely.
The
Just
boom
like
bot saving him. Actually. Ooh, what a lineup.
Dart.
Reducing S-Chalk down to 57. Second one coming in. Almost completely taking him out. So now the gap has been closed and actually given over to TP. Now they have a lot more players with healthier stats.
And White being the solo anchor over on B while Quack indecisive,
30
but
seconds
Yonki
Taking out S-Chalk with him trying to go for a re-hit onto A side from the sewers there. It's only 3 left on ANYTHINF here. Will they be able to do some economical damage? They take out White. A pop flash, trying to spray through it. Skeleton to take down 2 of these players. And from behind, Quack did hear that dart bouncing off. And it gave enough time for Bowie to switch on over back to his Vandal. So they lost this bonus, and now the real challenge begins. Now is the round where ANYTHINF are going to come in with their full artillery, and Papito, what looks to be not an operator? Not an operator.
I don't think he wants to commit as well because he's saving up his economy and is trying to drop for his teammates. I don't think he wants to risk it just yet.
He has 1 orb away from the Tour de
Yes.
Force.
So maybe that's why he's a bit more confident as well. He can, even if he doesn't buy the operator, he can still commit to the Tour de Force. And with that being said, round number 4 coming in, looking really...
They're waiting for White. I think they understand that White are really trying to push this out.
And now, all they're waiting, yeah, they're just waiting for White to see if he's going to aggro pick. But look,
Ooh, doesn't spot
So
it because
close.
of the position of those double doors.
Lunario holding over the angle near platform.
Bit of an off angle, is pushed back when they used it. Boombot coming in for S-Shock. Trademark is set up to B, so nothing to back him up. White takes out S-Shock in garage. Damages a little bit off of Atom here. Genghis Kong pushing in. Prowler is gonna push him out with Genghis Kong spraying through that smoke, finds one. Quack finding Bowie over on in garage as well. So now brings up third. Quack finding a second and Genghis 2. It's down to Yongi, the last man standing over in garage, and they already pushed up. A whiff coming in. Papito finding the last person there. And the challenge given over to ANYTHINF, taking the lead in the full buy for both sides.
Definitely, I thought that they might have gone for another squish once again because last time they did that squish, it was actually, I would think that was actually a good strat considering the fact that Team ANYTHINF were actually squished together in the open at that time. But now, it looks like they're not going to attempt it whatsoever because even if, I think, who was it that got knocked out? Was it S-Chalk?
Quack.
Tour de Force in the hand of White already unleashes 1 bullet, doesn't hit anyone.
Rendezvous out onto CT, is gonna quick rotate onto A. They understand that this is what ANYTHINF does. Show presence on the other side, go for an A execution. Adam, clear your corners properly. That Prowler not finding anything. Anti-flash played by Genghis Kong with White. Tour de Force finding S-Chalk there.
Here.
Genghis Kong knows which corner he's playing on. And a nice peek! Tailwinds right out of there. Very well played. Reducing the numbers advantage even more. It's only 1 player up now. Genghis Kong with a nice shot! Equalizing! Reducing the numbers again and taking out a huge piece of utility. That Tour de Force is magnificently crossed out by Genghis Kong's play here. A dash out with Yongi finding one, finding a second. The crosshair placement's coming in. Quack, a bit of a whiff. Tailwinds out. Repositions here. Timing. Taps the spike once. Is playing this so safely. No one's here to back him up. Quack taps it yet again. Yongi being baited out. Repositions, but does he know? Lunario here. Paranoia's funnels him into Yongi's sights. Yongi getting the third. Playing it so well.
I think Quack needed to play... I think he could have aggressed a bit more right there.
I think that was just right.
Yeah.
In all honesty, he played it well with what he had. It was just that Lunario threw out the paranoia at just the right time.
Yeah, and I think they finally know after 3 rounds. I'm pretty sure they know that Lunario's been consistently on C.
Yeah, I think they understand like, hey, Every time we try to hit A after we show up on B or front of garage, it's not going our way. Everyone's already there. Let's try what seems to be a default. And the Blade Storm and Tour de Force being activated on the side of ANYTHINF. Lunario knows that he loves jump peeking. So will he get the tag on the jump peek? Oh my word.
Here.
What was that, Skeleton? That was ugly. And even Papito tags down Lunario. So now you've got two players, especially Skeleton, who can't top off his own HP.
And look at that. White holding over on the angle prevents any further movement. If S-Shock actually even attempts to move out, he's just gonna get annihilated with White on the operator right there. But with that being said, whoever gets the first pick here,
it might open up an avenue. But if that first pick happens to be in A, you've got 3 people.
I think what's most important is the C pick.
Yeah, Lunario here is your most viable option. White misses with the operator there on the short. And Genghis Kong already slipping in. Damage has been done. The space taken already inside of B here. He's gonna execute out into C actually. Getting a reset yet again on Lunario. Didn't even need to find the headshot because he was already tagged down by that Tour de Force earlier in this round. Seekers coming out with S-Shock being taken out at just an unfortunate time when he pulled out that boom bot.
With that being said, operator versus Tour de Force looks like Papito!
Papito shows that no matter what map he's playing on, if he's got that one-shot, one-kill weapon in hand, the timing on that anti, but Genghis Kong finds 2!
That repositioning coming in from Genghis Kong was just right. He tucked in that corner, played...
The reaction was so well played. Played anti on the flash, repositions just slightly, ever so slightly, giving him the chance to spray down these 2 players trying to pop out a garage.
And just like that, an easy 4K for Genghis Kong, might I say.
Man's annihilating, just like his ancestor did.
His ancestor?
Yeah, Genghis Khan. Why is it in his name?
I know! But why? Why he's not online today? I don't think White is online today.
Yeah, I think we've had a bit of a discussion earlier. Another big win condition for TP is the performance coming in from 2 players, which is Yonggi and White.
Yeah, and White
hasn't been landing his shots either.
Exactly. It doesn't look like...
Earlier he was.
Yeah.
In Fracture, at least he was.
Oh, looks like they're going to be hitting...
Ooh, Tailwind's out there. Very nicely repositioning and tries to go for a shrouded step, but that wall, the actual divide, saving him. Yonggi actually landing a shot there with Lunario spraying them down. Getting the timing right, reduces the numbers down to 2 left on ANYTHINF here. Taps the spike once. Gonna commit. Is gonna rendezvous right the hell out of there if he gets the plant, but this Aldro is gonna spot him. And that also shoots out. Because of that.
1 enemy are standing.
Skeleton with a nasty shot. And Bowie taking up Papito. Finally, a response coming in from TUTONG Power. Despite what we thought was going to be another round for ANYTHINF, Yonggi landed an insane shot.
Definitely coming in with an updraft, left click, Blade Storm, and immediately Tailwinds out.
No second wasted. Positions himself nicely in order to be able to give Lunario a chance to swing out, and he capitalizes on that moment, taking out 2 more of those players.
What can I say? Amidst the chaos, you'll get benefits. And now, TP, first full by 5 against ANYTHINF. What can you do? Hot Flash coming in, managed to a couple of...
They're not slowing down, and look at this. TDK White, who's forced to rendezvous out with Skeleton knocking down S-Chop on the entrance of A Long. Fade Han also denied any information here. Gonna play the pop flash with White, takes down 1 more. Skeleton backing it up. Runs out of ammo. Unfortunately for him, tags down Quack Quack very low. Trademark gonna spot out Yonggi here, and from the shadows coming in with Lunario repositioning up into heaven. It looks like they're gonna be pinched. What are you gonna do? 4 against 2. You've got numbers against you right now. ANYTHINF.
Astral Stars being committed right here. Papito and Quack Quack trying to knock down Lunario's HP a bit, and now they're making full use of that momentary slow.
Last player standing.
Fighting down Quack Quack. It is Lunario to get that re-peek onto Papito. Only lost 1 player that round. Looking a lot better here, TUTONG Power. You've managed to bring it back up to 4-on-4.
And now, what? Oh, Team Anything F going in for that eco buy, going against White, who now has the operator in hand. Will he be able to land his shots, however? I'm kind of worried.
I'm not too. White's been landing his shots. On the rifle. I mean, on the operator, it's a different story because one little misstep and that bullet's gonna stray away onto who knows where.
All the way taking a vacation, all the way to Breeze.
Yeah, that bullet's gonna find its way onto a sandy beach.
And with that being said,
Yongi, nice positioning there with Genghis Kong. How do you find an opportunity like that to take down Bowie? And now he's got the Vandal in his hand. Lunario is on top of the box though. Oh dear. Tailwinds, but a refrag coming in from Papito. And now it is a 2-on-3. Spikes being placed down. They've got some weapons in their hand. Spectre only in Papito.
Trailblazer coming in. A couple happening right here. Oh, a shot coming in from Papito. But it is only...
Yongi finally awake here. Secures a 3-piece onto that defuse with no worries about the time.
If you notice, the moment that Genghis Kong gets knocked out, it feels like anything F feels a bit more shaky.
I wouldn't say that they're shaky. Like, post-plant situation there.
Yeah, post-plant. They're post-plant.
Papito looked strong. Quack hesitated. Just a little. Instead of taking the fight, reducing the number on a 2v1 down to a 1v1, I think he really wanted to go for a reposition. But the guiding light coming in from Skeleton there really made it a lot more difficult for him to deal with those two in that situation. You have a point though. With Genghis Kong taken out, no one is there to lead the charge. S-Chalk is not satcheling in as much as he should be.
As much as he should be fully utilizing his satchels. And you know, the amount of power that you can bring with the raise as well. And it looks like they are going to be going in for a C-hit. But now you final one, Genghis Kong gets the refrag. And now, anything F have the side. But Hunter Fury being activated, preventing any further planting, but Quack succeeds the plant. And now, a numbers advantage. Well, actually,
they're both on 4 here. Yeah, now we've got the Seekers coming in from Skeleton here. This is a nice seize. It stops the push in with Yongi trading out Papito as well, finding one. Papito gets his second, equalizing the numbers, but White lands a nasty 2-piece with the Headhunter down to Quack left. Sees his foot there. Did he see it? I don't think he did. And a nasty shot from White, finding the shoulder of Quack on the tuppy in C long.
White, you proved me wrong. You're wide awake now.
Wide awake. Indeed he is. And I have to say, that was really good. That Headhunter play, 2-piece, suddenly re-peek with the operator and does not miss a shot onto Quack, which was so important because Quack had a star ready to gravity well the player off that defuse.
And with that being said, timeout being activated. Okay, Yamraj, what do you think anything F could do
now
to stabilize their
situation?
Alright,
every time I call out something, it seems like they're listening because I said S-Stock isn't satcheling as much as he could. He did, however, he missed the shots onto Lunario on top of the box there. Even though they managed to get a trade, you're still on 4-on-4. There is no advantage at that point. They've used so much utility to grant themselves the site and the post-plant situation. But what do you do after that? The post-plant situation, I would have to say that's where they look shaky. Now they actually do. Because White swinging out with a Headhunter and not being challenged by anyone picking out 2 is saying that someone is not doing something right.
I think the hesitation coming in from anything F as well is going to spell them their demise.
And it seems that instead of posting up 2 players in C long, they always leave Quack on his own.
Yeah, I think that's a big mistake as well because not to discredit Quack, but I think he can't hold it out on his own.
It's too much pressure.
Yeah, it's too much pressure. So I think it's definitely more viable if you bring someone along with him, maybe, you know.
And that's why they say there's safety in numbers.
Exactly.
Yeah. So let's see now. 3 ultimates in the hands of ANYTHINF with the Astral Divide ready to be deployed. We've already gotten the Blade Storm and Tour de Force pop here.
Spike down, C.
I don't understand how Lunario is getting the timing right. Always taking down one at least. So even though you lose your controller, he's finding value of taking out important players in these rounds.
What in the world did I just watch? And now Team TUTONG Power going for a
S-Shock
bit
on
of...
the edge of this trademark where Yonggi is gonna try to shoot it out. And Whiting now Papito baits Yonggi into the hands of S-Shock.
What in the world? However, White
3-on-3.
still has the operator and the...
Didn't miss that jump peek. That was an insane shot here. Guiding Light gives information that S-Shock is there, but...
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Hey people, come on now. I'm anticipating
Quack,
my
quack on the count.
congratulations.
And look at him, he knows
Last
that he
round
shouldn't
before
do
the
something
switch.
decent anymore.
Every time Quack gets it, he always puts on a show for us.
And now, anything F. Okay, White, as sharp as he is on the Headhunter, but that was just the necessary amount of destruction coming in from S-Chalk. And Quack Quack's bringing out at the same time.
He dealt enough damage
Yeah.
for Quack Quack to capitalize off of that, and I think the biggest mistake was Skeleton sticking the defuse to
Yeah, I don't think he should have stuck it regardless.
Maybe he thought Quack Quack was gonna suck him off.
Yeah, because the Astral Star was
Yeah,
still
but
there.
he went for the repeak instead.
And with that being said, anything F. Why? Having the tour de force, you want to play? Let's play. Adam gets knocked
Skeleton.
out.
Skeleton might get the timing just right here.
But S-Chalk,
It might be too late.
a bit of a what's going. Skeleton gets one,
want to
but
fight it.
Papito gets the refrag. Astral Divide being activated from Quack Quack, and now they have the site. But Genghis Khan. Look at that, Genghis Khan manages to get Yonggi, who tries to go for an aggro peek. I don't think he should
Yonggi,
have done that.
yeah, Yonggi was
Spike
playing a
planted.
bit too heroic there. The overzealousness costing
Last
him
player
the
remaining.
kill.
Last
Oh, it's
player
down to
standing.
one-on-one actually here. A TP where Genghis Khan reads the situation, but Lunario comes out on top. What a round. I'd have to say that was so messy, but we're getting a lead from TP for once on the defense here to end the things on the first half.
Lunario actually, when he pushed through the Astral Divide
Switching
with Bowie,
sides.
he got confused. he actually,
I didn't catch that. What happened?
He actually shot Bowie.
Oh, okay.
He was like,
Imposter syndrome.
literally, Among Us.
Yeah, Among Us, literally.
Are you Among Us? But now, Team TUTONG Power on the attacking side. White finally showing to everybody, hey, who says I'm not awake? I'm wide awake right now, the Headhunter.
Finally, yeah.
And now with the frenzy in hand, disgusting gun.
Very. So we'll have to wait and see what's gonna happen next.
This is so
Things can go, yeah, it's been a very close game. Finally, they've understood. TUTONG Power understands that playing as a team works out a lot better if you are probably doing things in tandem with Yonggi taking on Atom there. How did you find that?
doesn't check his... Actually, I don't even know if the Trailblazer got destroyed.
I don't think so. And S-Rock is playing with a exposes his shoulder a little bit. So now they're aware.
It's
Feet planted.
Oh, White actually lets that go. Could that be a mistake?
No, Lunario's watching.
And there you go. Oh, Papito missing all the shots, only finding bodies.
Last player
And Genghis
standing.
Kong, last man standing, is taken about Lunario.
And now looking as close as it is to TUTONG Power.
Take the lead. They're 3 ahead now. And what is to be expected? We're going to be down. This looks like a 9-5 in the making because they're on those Spectres and a Bulldog on White.
And now, with that being said, full buy coming in from... A force buy coming in from TUTONG Power. Looks like they're going to force it out. But, well, on pen and paper, they are going to be winning it. But how will things go? Will anything F be able to win it? Last time we saw them consistently winning on the Thrifty round. But how will they win it? Let's find out. Papito holding over the angle with the coming in. It's such patience. It's
What is this turnaround?
C.
What
One
is
enemy
this?
remaining.
The gamble paying off for these players.
But White is positioned over in garage with a Bulldog in hand. Who let the dogs out, everybody?
Last
Oh
player
no,
standing.
it's down to Genghis.
Thrifty.
Genghis Kong manages to secure the round for his team. What a huge turnaround of events. The gamble actually paid off. They stacked up in C. We're expecting the push from TUTONG Power. And just like that, with classics only, to cover each other. I think the highlight there was definitely the player playing on top of the box.
That was Papito.
Yeah, Papito playing on top of the box, doing what Lunario used to do.
Patience coming in as well. It
He
was
got so many tags, repositioned nicely to give a distraction for the rest of the team to come in and swing. And they didn't hesitate. They did not take a second just to swing.
not having the operator already.
How?
It's
Dude, I
Valorant.
don't understand. Sometimes these shots look like they're supposed to hit you smack dab on the face and they miss.
But
who's to say just because you blinded this man, he's not gonna re-peek? You definitely are gonna. Papito takes down the controller, Lunario.
I think Tutong Power needs to understand that you shouldn't challenge Papito, who's on the operator.
On the edge of the B main entrance right now is White with the Headhunter. Atom is gonna throw out the Prowler here, I think.
A bit of a jump peek coming in, trying to see if there is going to be.
He's
anyone.
heard that. White heard that. And if he peeks it at the right time,
He'll be able to tag his toe at least.
I think if you get it at the right time, you hear those in rhythm, you can peek for the headshot here. But it's just up to White.
Just like
what,
that?
What did I say? White finds a second onto S. White's a third! White!
Last player standing.
A 1v2
down.
clutch.
C.
Whoa, White!
Player remaining.
Whoa,
White with an ace!
Ace! It is only
The
White.
strike is on his
30
side.
seconds
It is the battle of the chambers. White against Papito. This is gonna solidify who is the better chamber in this series right now. White found 4, is down to 4 bullets.
And it looks like White will be getting the ace with a clutch round coming in, not picking up the operator.
4 bullets left in the Vandal. 4. And how many bullets do you need to get a full body shot kill?
5? 4.
Exactly 4. Didn't miss a single one. If he missed even just one, literally just one, they would have given a chance to Papito switching over to the Headhunter and finding a shot onto him. But White.
Finally online.
Yeah.
And with that being said, White, let's show
Upset
us.
after upset. The team that should have won a round where they were at an advantage is losing it again and again.
Blinded.
They lose an operator. They lose a stack of Vandals and Phantoms. So now they're gonna be forced to be on eco here. And Yongi finds the spam onto Genghis Kong. They did their homework, I think.
Yeah, they definitely did their homework because this is looking a lot more solid from from Team Tutong Power in comparison to Team Anything F. And Yogi gets shocked again, knocking it down immediately to a 5v3. This is looking pretty intense for Team Tutong Power and Anything F. Oh, with that being said, actually, Young Rush.
Yeah, what do you think? Anything F are
We've seen
struggling.
Anything F win 50 rounds.
Spike planted.
But
Oh, Atom almost taking down Lunario there. But it's a classic at that range, not gonna favor. What is
Player
this?
standing.
It's a shame you had to die.
So much damage still.
Part of my bigger
I
picture.
thought that was already gonna be a flawless, but somehow Pito and Quack Quack managed to find 3 players.
with the Shorty and
And
the
the Sheriff. The SHSH guy.
Shawty melody in my head. Don't look at me.
Yeah,
And now Genghis Kong looks like he's gonna be committing for the Blade Storm.
so is this game gonna keep going on with upsets or are they gonna be stuck on replay?
Let's see,
out of my
because
way.
it might end up in their favor. Blade Storm being activated from both sides. Right here, Yonki going for an updraft but doesn't find anyone. Misses a second shot. Papito. Okay.
You know what? Fool me once, I'll be damned. Fool me twice, I'm a fool, but third time's the charm.
Literally. Papito, you really cannot. I don't think they should contest him. If he's still
Really
on-
shouldn't. It's Atom here, who is covered by Quack Quack, denying White any chance of dealing the damage he did earlier on that B main lurk.
And I think one in the wall coming in. That's shot trying to go in for a
Teleport's
drop
ready.
in the sky, but that jump.
Nah, yeah, that was a bit questionable. Instead of shooting the
planted.
dart, he was forced to reposition, and unfortunately Lunario was waiting there. Almost taken out. HP topped off by the sky.
Well divided.
Astral Divide coming in. It is Adam in the front. Nightfall gonna tag these players. The gravity well dealing so much. It's down to Quack Quack. Last man standing. Bowie is taken out by such a flawless retake. Only trading out an Astral Divide, which
No, actually they even committed the
oh, the Nightfall. Sorry, yes.
Yeah.
It cost them.
Yeah.
3 players with full rifles taken out, 2 ultimates. Now it looks like ANYTHINF's win condition is a bit of
Similar.
what TP was having earlier in Fracture, so
This is looking really risky here. Anything if you need to start winning. The main important thing that the main thing that I think anything F needs to do is I think they really need to knock White out from dealing any more damage from behind. Because he's been successfully getting those picks with the Headhunter. And like,
oh, is this a double operator setup? Tour de force in the hands of Papito. Yeah, it is. We've got the operator in the hand of Genghis Kong. Yonggi already gonna be with a judge spraying through. Atom's trying to reply, not finding any shots. He's gonna throw in another prowler.
Spike planted.
Stars being pulled in by Quack Quack. Once set up onto B, he's gonna retake as a full 5 right now. Who's gonna take out the first player on which side? Oh, ACS and the pet. Oh no,
the big shells! But that was just enough. Chalk gets one, gets another one, and it is only Skeleton as well as
last play remaining.
1 man left. It is gonna be White. Timing wasn't on him. S-Shock getting it just right. And now the gap is being closed. We were down by 4 and now we're getting close. It's only 2. 2 away right now, ANYTHINF, and I think this is TP's eco round. Unless that was the half by 4, the upcoming full by. I don't think that was. That was a bit of a force, I'd have to say.
And yeah, I think they might be going in for a bit of interesting. They have a lot of ultimates in online. Even if they can commit the rifles.
And White dropped 1.
Exactly. They can still afford to go in for that full buy fight. So with that being said, whoever loses this fight, well, if
you
TP
want to
loses
play,
this fight,
let's play.
they completely shambles and Papito!
Papito shuts down White with the 2. You do not challenge this man. White hasn't learned his lesson and Daddy Papito is ready to spank his ass.
Literally, I don't think they should. This is such a big issue because they keep challenging Papito and he's always picking the same angle.
Yeah.
Like, my brain cannot fathom.
I can't, dude. Every time White tries to challenge Papito, it's never gone in his favor.
Unless it's
on an operator duel. Yeah, at least on an operator duel.
And here's the footsteps actually. Prowler coming in, but doesn't.
Timing. A little gap here, allowing Genghis Kong to deny Yonggi on the front here with Atom. Atom spraying through on the information given. That haunt was the MVP. That haunt spotting all those players for Atom.
Put that on clip, everybody. Take that because that was clean.
We're 1 round away from equalizing 10 to 10, and it's an F.
Round number 20 as well. Anything else?
Let's slow down. TP took the lead 10 to 6. All right? 10 to 6. You have 4 rounds to make so many mistakes and learn from them. What worked was White on the lurk. What's not working is a full execution. So I think try to do what works for you. Try not to pick Papito. That rule number 1 of going against ANYTHINF, don't pick Papito.
But Yonggi gets the refrag onto Genghis Kong and that is the Vandal in his hand. However, he is sitting on 40 HP. Paranoia coming in. Quack Quack gets 1. A bit of a whip coming in. But Adam with that seize and spray.
Oh, it's Yonggi again dealing more damage. Bit of a whip from S-Shock there. He's gonna throw the paint shell. Creating a little bit of space here, but Yonggi's gonna be forced to push through that garage. Gonna be coming out into the sights of Papito here. What's rule number 1, Chimo?
Never pick Papito! Never pick Papito!
Again, I mean, to be fair, you don't expect him to be here, but why? What's going on? What's causing you to pick Papito over and over again?
It's been 21 rounds and he's been sitting in the same spot with that operator holding that same angle.
Yeah. I'm willing to bet they're all gonna challenge Papito again. But will it work? I don't know.
Guiding Light's having it.
Again, guiding light is not gonna be enough. Send out the drone.
Okay, they sounded the
They
drone.
heard it. Trailblazer and the drone trying to pinch him out, but he just has to slip and slide. And look, I think he knows that one's already oh,
He sees the shoulder.
and the shoots the foot, backs away, doesn't get overzealous. See, this is the difference between Papito and White. He knows when to back out.
And now Yonggi sitting on 30 HP gets smoked out, but they're not coming on A.
No, because look at what White's doing. Again, look at that cross map play. So Quack Quack taken out by White yet again. So Genghis repeat again. White. See, this is what works for them. Let White do his thing.
White.
Yeah, sorry, Quack Quack, and then I said White. My bad, but
Looks like he's gonna be the next Quack Quack. With that being said, Yonggi about to meet the end of Shock.
Party's over.
S-Shock, sorry. Not clearing the corner there with Yonggi punishing him.
And now a numbers advantage for Team Tutong Power.
Teleport's
They
ready.
have the economy to roll over. They can try.
Last player standing.
And try they will, but unsuccessful besides Adam picking one.
Where's the operator? Trying to go for a bit of a...
I don't think they pick it up.
Yeah, they didn't pick it up. I think last time, even when White knocked down Papito, he didn't pick up the operator as well. So, looks like they're not going to be holding it in instead Papito. I think they finally understood it. Because you saw how many utilities they committed. They committed the Guiding Light, the Cloud Burst, the Owl Drone.
Yeah,
The Trailblazer?
the spam of utility, I think, is what sold the idea that they were going for fast A execution, because they've been doing fast executions. They weren't expecting White in that moment again, because it's been a few rounds since it last happened, and usually it was White taken out first by Papito. A double operator setup.
Genghis Kong and Papito looking like they're really confident.
And this time White looks like he's going to be committing through window or sticking with the team. We'll have to wait to see. And there is a bit of a tech pause coming in. So let's talk about this round. This round, if they lose, if ANYTHINF lose, you hand over 12 to TP. The next round, your buy is going to be looking really ugly. Because right now, Papito's nowhere close to his tour de force, and the Blade Storm as well is gone. You've only got a Showstopper, a Nightfall, and possibly the Astral Divide coming in.
I think the best way here, in order to safely secure the round picks, because
For ANYTHINF?
yeah,
As in,
like safely hold the angle and just. I don't think they should be going in for aggressive picks like what Papito's been doing. I mean, Papito, he's been securing.
he's fine.
Yeah, he's fine. But I think Genghis Kong needs to be a bit more careful.
Yeah.
Because this is a double operator setup. He is going to be
His
posted up.
repeat on White there cost them a lot.
Yeah, I don't think he should have done that. I think Genghis Kong as well as... Okay, maybe Quack
But
Quack.
it's difficult because
Yeah.
Genghis Kong is in an awkward spot
Yeah.
by the edge of ceiling, right?
Yeah.
So with White taking out Quack Quack, do you let him slip into a possible CT push? Does he slip into garage? Does he go back into C? I think Genghis Kong was forced to check,
Yeah.
and White knows he's forced to check. So he places crosshair at the right spot. So I'd still have to hand it to White finding the right time.
Timing has been on the side of Tutong Power so far.
Especially in the hands of White.
Literally, every single time he turns his corner, he always finds two with the
And-
Headhunter.
Yeah, and White is literally 3 away from getting our 30 bomb. What a bait. And Rendezvous out very early. So now we know. At least now they know. ANYTHINF knows. White was here. Now they're going for the A push. I don't think that's being relayed. Look at the map. There's still 3 of them waiting over the side of C. You saw White. How did that not give you any intention of them committing?
Spike planted.
S left the smoke, and
Teleport's
at
ready.
that exact moment, Yong enters. Capito taking out Lunario. Controller out is gonna make it a little bit easier for this retake to happen. Misses the shot with a Nightfall, tagging everyone here. Very well coming in. It's just that explosion of utility and the retake coming in.
Last player standing.
White coming in.
So long.
That is
Too
get
late.
one.
It is absolutely too late.
And
White looking like Lunario in Fracture.
looking really. I think he tried his best to run as quickly as possible, but
that retake coming in from ANYTHINF executed so well. 2 ultimates committed, but not expensive. I would have to say it wasn't expensive. You only lost 2 players.
and it was for a good cause as well. Papito being able to land that shot right before they got Nightfall out, because he knew that
if
there was
Nightfall
someone. Yeah.
missed that shot, he was gonna be dinked out by somebody else.
Literally, and he knew that someone was over in graffiti, but he couldn't peek it.
He tried to, but he missed the shot.
Yeah, and with that Nightfall coming in was just the right amount of audio.
I think Skeleton and Bowie need to have more presence. You've got 2 initiators. Try to sell that you're pushing something.
And
No.
now, Yonggi being forced to push out right there because of the C's as well as the Prowlers coming in.
It's a double operator setup, and I don't think they're aware of that. Because Genghis Kong hasn't gotten a pick earlier. So...
He switched out for a...
Yeah, I switched out to a rifle, that's why.
bit of a wall bang coming in.
But no one's on the other side there to catch those bullets.
Here.
Papito. A lot more solid.
Ooh.
This is looking really, really scary.
Papito is... Rule number 1's about to happen.
Oh, 1 pass, 2 pass.
So cautious here. Look at this. You know he's gonna cross, right? Almost lands a shot, but again, playing it safe. Rendezvous actually sets up the TP up into heaven this time to go for a repeat. Oh, the pre-fire almost connecting if he shot just a second later.
And now, information being gathered. And Team Tutong Power have the site. Time for Team ANYTHINF.
Oh, shoots the foot there! But White lands a nasty one. Papito finding value. So why is he peeking out on heaven and no one is punishing him? Yeah, White trying to find the timing. It's 1 man left. It is Bowie on the Hunter's Fury. Tags Genghis Kong. It's not even half.
Last player standing.
Last man standing. The shock dart might find. Oh, it bounces off the wall. Oh, quack quack. What a round coming in from Bowie. Quack quack. Looking so frustrated over in that face cam.
That
What a huge...
was so close. Bowie, the last time we saw him clutch it out like that, he also caused a major upset, and that caused them to win that map. But Bowie this time, once again, finding 3 with the Hunter's Fury.
I think that was a huge mistake that they tried to commit it to half.
Genghis Kong still had an updraft. He could still see
Yeah.
You want to play? Let's
first
play.
shot at least.
Oh, and Team Tutong Power have finally understood the assignment. Number 1, never peek.
Never peek.
Never peek Papito. That means that Blade Store being activated.
Look, they're taking the space from Alien. What a shot, Papito! Yonggi utterly destroyed. Oh my word. Skeleton denies a chance of a second with White finding S-Jock. A push coming in from Ceiling here, but slowed down by the paranoia from Lunario with the shrouded step onto the top of the box on the edge there. White finds 1. It is 1 man left, activating the Blade Storm. It is Genghis Kong who's gonna stick it. White, will he find the chance? It's down to half. Goes for a run and gun. Bros don't fake! Bros do not fake! Genghis! He's so happy.
Switching sides.
This guy is a mad lad. Who in the right mind sticks the defuse in that situation?
He did. I was wondering why White didn't even think about going in. He should have known.
He didn't see. He didn't get information, so he was a bit too confident. It's like, oh, this guy's gonna have. He's gonna peek me. This is what they always do. But Genghis Kong, something in his mind clicked. He saw the opportunity to stick it because he heard the footsteps of White running onto the side of Ceiling. He's like, oh, you're running away from me? I got this. I'll just press number 4. You go and do your thing. I'll get the round.
This is a W key thing as well, where W key.
Oh yeah, remember Boji?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He always holds.
And it's up to Lunario again, up in front of C here. Not gonna be backed up besides Bowie in garage, but already shrouded steps away. Oh, but on the edge of the smoke, Genghis Kong, you're not facing it. No one is looking at this.
What a smoke bang coming in from Yonggi.
Firing a common spot. Very well played there.
And now, White coming out Team Tutong Power against ANYTHINF. Retakes coming in. Trailblazer as well as Aljon. I don't think ANYTHINF could have. I don't think should have shot that because, well, Papito gets one. White and Lunario each get another.
It is a post plant right now. It is favoring them.
Pulling them in.
A nice gravity well here. What a spray down from these two. Stuck again. Not even half. Now it is stuck to half. Oh, they're not finding him. And just like that, in return,
One enemy
what could have been another round for them.
Standing. Switching
I
sides.
don't think they picked
Match point.
I think maybe they could have sprayed a bit more to the right. The spike was pinged in the right.
Yeah, it was, and they were spamming a bit to the left. I think they were probably expecting the unexpected diffuse spot.
Yeah.
Because you would expect players to tuck in. They might have outplayed themselves thinking he might be sticking the fuse on the other side because we will be spamming this spot, right?
Yeah.
But Bowie just does what worked. He just went for the diffuse in a spot where it seemed like they wouldn't have sprayed it down, and he didn't hesitate to stick it.
And now match point. Overtime as well. This is looking really, really tense. Will ANYTHINF be able to bring this into overtime, or will this be Tutong Powers' win?
Shadows traveling.
White still on the lurk, consistently on the lurk. Papito managed to get one shot, gets another one. But Papito sitting on 60 HP. White still on the lurk. Genghis Kong understands that. And White
again, so detrimental here, finding opportunities when no one else can. He reduces the number down from 5 to 4, and if possible, he might be pushing it a bit more. A nice on from Atom gives out position of one of these players that they are looking into the A-Link. Stars being set down right now by Quack Quack. The Boombot gonna clear the right half of this backside. With White long. Lunario finding an opportunity, but it's too late. He misses the shot, and information given that he's playing on this side. Showstopper. He tries to bait it out with the Shrouded Step, but it's too close. And Lunario, congratulations, you played yourself.
I definitely think he tried to Shrouded Step behind Generator. Because
yeah. He did, but again, at that range, that bazooka rocket is gonna find you so close.
Literally, and the animation as well.
If it was far, I'd understand.
Yeah. He was caught mid-animation as well. So any Omen that gets caught mid-animation just gets knocked out immediately. It's just like when Papito
This is so close though. Tutong
Exactly.
Power are looking a lot better than in Fracture in this one. But it seems that I think it's gonna be a game of who has the better stamina. Who's gonna run out of gas before the other team does.
shots have been traded. Papito and Lunario managed to...
I'm very worried. If White runs out of steam, then I would say that that is the end of TP.
But look at this, Genghis Kong and Bowie. Bowie, if you
Bowie's crosshair placement is not for
Bullseye.
And even though it's not for Genghis, man oh man, that adjustment was so quick. What a reaction.
Micro adjustments, you know, they're so important. But now Quack Quack about to meet the hands of White. Will White win? Usually White wins. He sees the Astro Board and gets Quack Quack down. That being said, Pop and Flash coming in. Bit of a win. Papito gets one. Adam gets the free frag, and it is only Adam left. White coming in, and that is match point once again, everybody, for Tutong Power.
Switching
Tutong
sides.
Power, the
Match point.
The current trend in the overtime is that defenders are winning. No matter which team it is, they're winning the defense. So now, if TP have a crack at it and they manage to win attack, then we're getting sent to map 3. Which might upset ANYTHINF, because ANYTHINF, when they lose second map, the
It's a
third one
curse.
is a confirmed loss. At least in terms of statistics.
Pen on paper, we know.
Yeah, it's like written in black and white. We've seen it in the VODs, casted over their games.
And now, Yonggi already taking up so much space over in Garage. Genghis Kong has to get in hand.
Oh, Genghis Kong, a bit of a spray there. Realizes what a crosshair placement onto Yonggi. He realizes that. Like, that was a split-second decision, and he gets the shot off. Again, what am I saying here? Whoever wins the attack first is gonna be winning this game because defenders consistently have been taking their wins.
Definitely. And now ANYTHINF looking really strong here. However,
Now you don't even have to worry about white.
you have to worry about others. Skeleton having only 9 bullets left in his Phantom. Still having the flash in hand. S-Chalk holding over the angle. Papito makes first point of contact.
What a timing. That is just so unfortunate for Skeleton. And I think that was the first time he was trying to take up space on his own.
Exactly. Doing what an initiative should be doing.
Exactly. Especially a Sky.
30
Yeah.
seconds left.
And now Lunario and Bowie left. 30 seconds left on the clock. What can they do?
Time's ticking. Nice shot from Lunario. Creating some space here over in the front of B.
One
Kong not
enemy
finding, but
remaining.
Genghis Kong again.
Spike
Just
down mid.
feeling so confident about it. He's gonna updraft here. Sees the barrel and a spray down from both of them. Adam finds the head of Lunario through that smoke.
And now
14 to 14. This is
Switching
getting
sides.
exhausting.
Overtime.
slowly but surely. And now timeout coming in from Atom. This is perfect. I think this is necessary because
I think they understand, hey, whoever's playing attack's not winning. If
Yeah.
we win this, because TP knows they've been winning defense, they're probably gonna relax a bit. ANYTHINF also, they're like, if we lose this one, we can win on the defense. But this timeout might give a chance for ANYTHINF to go, if we win this attack, we always win defense. That's 2 rounds. So let's really give this one everything we've got.
And now 30 seconds left on the timeout. How will this go? This is what we wanted to see. A lot more closer than what we saw in Fracture. Because in Fracture, Tutong Pawa looked really... It's an uncontrolled aggression. They looked like they were lions left alone
Yeah.
in the
I
savannah. But now, looking a bit more solid with these picks that White as well as Yonggi.
Oh. What's going on? Okay.
Looks like they're
Everything
fine.
seems
I think
to
they
be
might be
seems to be a tech pause.
Oh, never mind, yeah.
Because I was like, that number's not going down, so...
But, okay, since you said earlier, Mirage, that whoever wins the attacking side will win this map.
Ooh, I see a player not moving. It's Skeleton.
Yeah, Skeleton has been lagging since earlier. And
Oh, he has?
yeah, during the first tech pause, he had like around 3,000 ping.
Yikes.
It's unfortunate. I mean,
Very unfortunate that that's happening.
you know, the other day I was actually trying to host a custom match for Pro Valorant.
Oh, I saw your post.
Yeah, but then, you know, my area,
A lot of you couldn't even log in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of us couldn't even log in. I've been having power outages because some guy decided, hey, let's fix the water pipelines. Turns out they cut my power cable as well. I'm like, bro, how do you differentiate between a water cable that's like gigantic and it's blue?
Yeah.
But whoever wants to, never mind.
This would be so upsetting for Tutong Power if it comes down to Skeleton not being able to play it out because of internet issues. but
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Unfortunately too, and he's the only one who's been lagging. And you know, last time we saw this,
Because we've
as well-
seen Skeleton pop off before, yeah. And I was wondering what's happening to him and Bowie. Bowie had his moment.
Yeah.
So I was still wondering,
Skeleton. He has his moments as well. Because he's been, especially on Ascent, he's been really wonderful. He's been able to get those picks on Sova, I think, but this time with Bowie on Sova. I don't know. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. Ooh, ooh.
That's my favorite scene.
Oh,
Lion King.
yeah.
Especially when Timon really gets into it.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's like really feeling it. I think my favorite was I just can't wait to be king.
Ah, right.
Yeah,
Yeah, when
yeah.
Simba was going through his whole growing up arc.
Yeah, he's going through his puberty stage.
Yeah.
Literally with Nala.
Oh. Yeah.
I remember.
Ah.
Nah.
Ah. As a kid, you're like, oh, and then you grow up.
Ah. No, guys, don't think otherwise.
Yeah.
What else? I think my favorite thing. Oh, the other day I was watching on TikTok and they were doing like a lot of like reruns for Barbie nowadays because they've been posting it up. They've been posting up the old
Yeah,
movies
what's
on
with the
Netflix.
resurgence of
Barbie?
Yeah, what is up with that, man?
It's because they're
Is it because of the movie
yeah
that's coming out,
the
right?
live action movie coming in
I'm only interested in watching Ryan Gosling as
Ken.
Ken.
Ryan Gosling and then Margot Robbie as Barbie.
Oh.
Imagine Harley Quinn
Yeah,
as Barbie.
yeah.
It's gonna be freaking amazing because usually as a kid you grown up seeing Barbie as like I'm just like you, you're just like me, but this time she's actually badass because Margot Robbie, chef's kiss, especially on Harley Quinn.
Yeah, but again, a big apology, guys, for this very long tech pause. Just trying to sort things out here, trying to give it a fair chance for Skeleton to play.
Exactly. I mean, this is the final day as well.
Yeah, there's a lot at stake, so it's just... Okay, he's back. We're back.
Okay, his ping looks a bit better now.
Yeah.
Looks way better than it should be, and Look, just in the blink of an eye, just as I was fixing myself back on my seat, looks like the round will begin.
That guiding light.
Managing to detect a lot of members of Team Anything F over on a main. Look at how they're playing it out this time.
Yeah, everyone's just... Okay, Lunario is doing the same thing. We've got White on Garage, but not going for those aggressive peaks. Just situated behind the door. You've got Bowie on the front of B. What's your best bet here? What do you think is an opportunity for Anything F? Besides them trying to go for an A take right now.
I think they need to watch out for those off angles.
Yeah. There. You cursed it. The off angle just happened. Yongi takes out Genghis Kong just like that.
Because every single time.
What a nice fade lineup for Atom to find one. Queen Shells pushing them back out.
And now
Anything F. I think that tech pause gave them enough breathing room.
Definitely. And now only Bowie and Lunario left.
Not impossible. Against all odds, if they manage to get their ones, they might be equalizing it. It's Lunario trying to peek out. Slamming through that smoke. S-Chuck spots the head a little bit. Quack, quack, staring deep into the eyes of his screen.
You know, when you really want to focus, you really have to stare into it. And now double shot darts coming.
Not finding anyone because no one's playing on that default. They're just holding across here. With a nice...
One enemy remaining.
A nice dart and the paranoia.
Hey,
and now, finally, attacker sided one for Anything F.
Switching sides.
This
Match point.
is a moment we're looking for.
Because we know, and as we have mentioned time and time again, whoever gets placed on the defensive side of this map has been winning. Could it have been that that aura has somehow shifted into whoever's playing attack now wins? We don't know.
We'll have to see.
TP have to show us that that's probably what's happened after that timeout.
40 bomb already.
What in the world is that?
I think this might
He
be
has
the
a
first 40.
2.0 KD, 40 bomb with 20 deaths.
Literally the first 40
Papito's
bomb.
not upping.
I think they really need to secure this as much as they can.
Oh, TP's out. Gives the space to Yongi. Oh, S-Chuck almost finding two there, but deals a little bit of damage onto Lunario. So now we've got a 4v4 post-plant situation. Lunario on the edge of short. You've got Bowie by the front of the side. Is anyone playing by Hell? Yes, there is. It's Yongi with White up in Graffiti. They're playing as a full 4 this time around. Pipe. Papito. Again, why is Papito always getting away with that thing? Look at this explosion. It's just down to one man left. It is Lunario. And smoke back. Jumping up and down with so much joy. They made it through. A team that made it all the way from week number 1.
Oh, I'm feeling so overwhelmed. It's like watching my kids grow.
Wait, are you tearing up?
Yeah. No, don't look at me. I'm not tearing up.
you guys made Chimo so proud. ANYTHINF.
I'm literally so proud of them. They came such a long
Look
way.
at that. White.
White with
What?
a 40 bomb, 366 ACS. And I think the biggest fatal mistake here is that their initiators weren't taking up as much space as they should be.
Yeah, I mean, it could boil down to a number of things.
Yeah.
But for sure, they had a double initiator setup. And Team ANYTHINF didn't. They
Yeah.
only had the fade.
And
But their fade really did so much damage.
definitely.
Atom seizing the chances with his tethers, with
Where's
the
the tissue?
nightfall, his lineups on the haunt. This entire game, I would have to say, if I were to pick an MVP for ANYTHINF, I couldn't be able to pick one.
Definitely, they've all played their role so well, and they've understand the assignment. Like before this, we've all constantly seen them over aggressing or underutilizing their utilities or not really understanding the situation enough. But this time, you
Yeah.
guys,
But again, if we had to pick an MVP for Tutong Power,
it's White.
yeah,
Hands
I
down.
mean, at the same time, it's White and it isn't.
Yeah.
Because there are rounds where White pops off when he
Uh-huh.
lurks, and there are rounds where he just runs into Papito. Like,
Literally.
there's no in between.
Yes.
Yeah, there's literally no in between. So
And if it's left to Bowie, he can clutch it up if he had
he
the
did.
Yeah.
If he has the utility.
If he has the utility, he can clutch it up. But unfortunately, especially during that final round, they looked really, really strong. They swung together, coming in with the recons and everything. I really, really like seeing what it is, and it really made me tear.
Yeah, it did.
It teared me up. And with that being said, we are going to be going in for a post-match interview with ANYTHINF. Oh man, it really feels like you're watching your kids grow so stronger. Hello, Quack Quack! Welcome!
Hello. Thank you for showing us the moves on the cam every time you got around.
I'm really happy after
Ye-
4 weeks. we
Yeah,
finally
man.
win. Yeah, since week 1.
Yeah.
Literally, you've
Oof.
shown us so much improvements as well. Even though you guys went through so much from week 1 to week 2, 3, 4, and now finally securing a spot for yourselves in the finals. How do you guys feel right now?
We feel amazing, and we feel glad that we won after 4 weeks.
Yeah.
and we finally get to celebrate after all this.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It must have been a really long and exhausting journey. I mean, week number 1 and 2 were against really big names. And then week 3, a bit of an upset against some of the
Yes.
teams.
Sadly,
So-
against DXT.
Yeah, DXT. Yeah, that was very close as well.
Yeah.
I was a bit worried today and yesterday because I noticed every time you guys won map number 1, if you lost map number 2, you guys always
Yes.
lost map number 3. Like that's what
It's
I've
always
noticed.
like that.
Yeah, but this time you guys kept the momentum.
Yeah,
And
we finally managed to win on top.
what do you guys think that Tutong Power did or made a mistake where you guys could, how do you say this? Utilize.
opportunity.
Yeah, find opportunities on.
It's always just White. It's White who we are always scared of. So
Yeah.
we try to avoid him as much as possible, or try to eliminate him first.
Yeah.
And we always
Definitely.
care of the lurkers, since he always lurk.
Yeah. There were a lot of rounds where it was either White taken out early by Papito, or if he's not taken out, then suddenly he's lurking and he finds two
Yeah.
of you. So yeah, I think
It-
the biggest issue was definitely White.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Honestly, your astral divides coming in, they were really, really nice. I really like
Yeah.
the way you played out your astral divide, being able to cut off so much from Team Tutong Power as well. But knowing how aggressive Tutong Power are, they're literally like the wolves in their logo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They always push out of my Astra's walls every time
Yeah.
I put them.
That's really odd.
Which is
actually.
really odd, and it works in your favor.
Yeah.
How do you feel coming in back when you were substituted yesterday, right, by Julio? And
yeah,
then
I substituted because I have to go to my grandmother's house and I couldn't make it.
Oh.
Yeah.
okay,
Okay, that's fine.
yeah, we
It's
hope
okay.
we hope your grandma's doing fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Thank
now
you.
you actually showed to us
Yeah, this is a whole new
Yeah.
quack quack.
This
Like,
is a whole new quack quack, literally.
yeah, you played it
Thank
a
you,
lot
thank you.
better with the team, for
Yeah.
sure. Big improvement. Okay,
Thanks.
you guys secured your slot in finals. So, what do you have in mind? Like, what's your game plan now that you have such a long gap until finals, right? You have till December. So, what do you think you and your team are gonna start doing in order to like improve yourselves even more?
Maybe we are gonna scrim more, I guess,
Mm.
and learn on our aim, our mechanics, all the new agents that's gonna come out in the new future.
Yeah.
So
All
yeah.
right.
To be
Yeah.
fair, yeah.
Definitely, and I think that's necessary considering the fact that these 8 teams, including yourself, that you're going to be going against in December, looking really, really tough right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big names. You guys are lucky number 8, I'd have to say.
Literally lucky.
But definitely not winning by luck, for sure.
You guys
Thanks,
worked
thanks.
hard for it, and I know you guys did your homework, and job well done once again.
Yeah.
It's
Thank you.
It's like
Yeah,
like
we really appreciate it.
feel like a parent watching my child. Like, oh,
Yeah, you guys actually made Chimo cry earlier.
What?
I was like,
Yeah, she was like, yeah, she was tearing up when you guys won.
I was like, oh my god.
Thank you for cheering for us. Thank you.
Guys, I cheer for all the teams that are participating
Ah.
here. You know, because every single team that has made it into the playoffs, you guys really deserve it. I really think so.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And now, just to end it off so that I don't cry even more. With that being said, you want to do a shout out to anyone over on Twitch or
Yeah.
anything special?
I want to shout out to first of all my team, who really I appreciate to let me win. I mean to let all our team win and everything. I want to shout out to my friends Chengda, Iril, Nazif, Victor, Lukman, and Izzat, and our biggest fan, Yi2203, who's always in Twitch chat 24/7 watching us.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's all.
Very, very nice. And with that being said, congratulations once again to you and Anything F. And
Yeah.
welcome to the
Thank you.
finals.
Yeah. We'll see you guys over again in December. But for now, enjoy the dub. Have a good night's rest. Thank you for coming on the stage here. Quack, quack.
Thank you. Good night to you guys too.
Thank you.
Bye
Thank you.
bye. Oh man.
What a way to end the ACS playoffs. That was our last match. This was the final day. We got Chimo emotional here.
I can't believe it.
It's the maternal instinct kicking in, you know?
Ah! And also, actually, we forgot to talk about something. They might not be here with us physically.
Right. Not only that, we actually missed out 2 things. We've got the giveaway.
And yeah, I remember.
We'll talk
now.
about that in a bit.
Yeah,
The plushies aren't here. They're busy. I don't know.
dancing.
They're dancing, yeah. It was a Sova and Viper plushie. You want to go in the giveaway? It's since the chat is still running. This is your last chance.
Literally.
Literally, we're not streaming anything for the next, I don't know, few days, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think
for
so.
Valorant related, it's until December. So, your last chance, exclamation point, crit, all caps, giveaway. One word for the whole thing to enter a chance to win a Sova or a Viper plushie from a very enthusiastic Valorant player. It's just yarns.bn over IG.
It's just yarns, yes. I keep thinking it's not it's.
Yeah.
But with that being said, whoever gets picked first will win the Viper.
It's one person each.
Yeah,
It's
so
not the his jet her sage deal we had in week number 1.
imagine no longer his Viper, her Sova. So sad.
Yeah.
I would have been like so happy. But with that being said, first winner will be getting Viper, second will be getting Sova. So
Sova.
what are you guys waiting for? Don't forget exclamation mark CRIT capitalized giveaway.
And with our ACS event coming to a close, we're actually going to have one more event that's Valorant related on the 18th of September. This is a very first come, first served basis event. We're going to have a VCT Finals watch party. Yes, you heard that right. A VCT Finals watch party. Just like what you've been seeing on VCT themselves, each region has their own hometown watch party. We're going to be having one here over in the Crit HQ. So don't forget to go on over to crit.esports on Instagram. Get the link to sign up. It is a $5 entry. It's going to be free-flowing drinks and food. So I hope me and Chimo, as well as some of the people over in production, finally get to meet you guys who have been supporting us. Nonetheless, endlessly here over on Twitch chat. Maybe tell your friends about it. But again, first come, first serve, and there's quite a number of people who've already signed up. I can't wait to see you guys on that day.
Definitely. I think we've already had 30 plus signups already. So with that being said, slots are diminishing. So hurry up and RSVP, everybody. Can't wait to see you guys over there. And just the feeling of it sinking in finally.
Yeah, I think we're like delaying it as much as we can. We're like, we don't want this to end.
We miss seeing so many plays happening. We've been here from open qualifiers all the way
Let's
to the
wrap it up
playoffs.
with who the 8 teams are.
'Kay.
Okay, week number 1, Goodfellas, TG. Week number 2,
Nanbu,
WK. Week number 3,
Sigun, and
DXT.
DXT. And week
Last
number
week,
4, this week.
Toxicity, and ANYTHINF. Those are your top 8 that are going to be playing in December.
Mm.
And that wraps it up, guys. It saddens me to say, but big thank you to all of you supporting. Thanks for tuning in to me, Yamiraj, and Chimo, and especially our sponsors. Thank you so much for supporting this event and fueling us. Our main sponsor, Progresif, our official lifestyle brand, Boeffi, our official restaurant, Jollibee, our official isotonic drink, UC1000, our official vehicle sponsor, Hyundai, our official merchant wallet, Pocket.com.bn, our official energy drink, Red Bull, official tech sponsor, Yappe IT Store, official pizza sponsor, Pizza Hut, and lastly, our official performance partner, Nissan.
We'd also like to thank our fan sponsors, MOC Logistics, Burgers and Grills Brunei, Pop in the Box, Tea for Brunei, Monkey Bars, Hishu2 Workshop, and GT Engineering. Our production partner, Lailatu Shazana Studio, our logistic partner, Mortar Events, our marketing partner, Hoku Agency, our digital partner, Alfred, and our social media partner, Rano Adidas. And with that being said, once again, thank you to all the sponsors that have supported us during this tournament, as well as you guys and all the teams that have participated in this tournament from open qualifiers all the way to playoffs. It has been such a journey to see you guys go through these stages, and now finally we'll see you guys during the finals.
We'll have to wait and see what you guys are going to be coming up with over in December. It's going to be a long wait, but it'll be definitely worth it. See you guys. Have a good night. This is us signing out.
Hey, one pizza but don't want to share? We've got Pizza Hut's My Box. It comes with one pizza and a side with multiple combinations. It's the right size lunch for you and only you. No sharing required. Get your My Box today, only at Pizza Hut.
Sudah kulihat tu. There's a lot of things that we can learn from that speech.
Hey, Charlotte, what's your take?
Well, we could look at appreciating the value of independence to mean spending money more wisely.
Or making your own choices.
Having to decide yourself is pretty intimidating.
But could be rewarding too.
Sorry, I have to ask. Are you guys looking for something in our store?
Yes, we heard about the Yo prepaid.
Yes, with the prepaid plan, you can choose your own data, talk and text, or combo add-ons,
Where we can make our own choices.
which will lead you to spending money more wisely. On your add-ons.
Choose the prepaid plan you can build your own way with flexible add-ons for data, talk and text, and combo packs. Head to store.progressive.com to order your new SIM today.